In Eastern Europe, the ground remembers everything. Every tank track, every explosion, every silence between two strikes. This is not a border clash. This is not a temporary conflict. This is a war where missiles think, drones hunt, and soldiers hide from the sky itself. Russia versus Ukraine, one of the most dangerous military confrontations of our time. And the world is watching one question burn louder than the explosions. Who is really winning this war? Russia did not enter this war as a stranger. Ukraine did not enter it unprepared. For Russia, Ukraine was once part of a greater Soviet, machine linked by industry, language, and military doctrine. For Ukraine, independence was not just political, it was existential. When the Soviet Union collapsed, the weapons were divided, but the memories were not. Russia kept the nuclear shadow. Ukraine kept the frontline reality. By 2014, Crimea was taken. By 2022, the war became total. What Russia expected to be a swift operation turned into a battlefield that refused to break. On paper, Russia looks unstoppable. Over 1 million active troops, one of the world's largest reserve systems. Thousands of tanks and armored vehicles, a military designed for long wars. Ukraine looks smaller, around 700,000 combined active and reserve forces, limited heavy equipment, and a smaller air force. But paper does not bleed. Ukraine mobilized society itself. Factories turned into repair hubs, civilians turned into support units. Technology students turned into drone operators. Russia fights with rotation. Ukraine fights with replacement by necessity. One army can afford losses, the other cannot afford defeat. This war killed the myth of the tank. Russia entered with columns of armor T-72s, and modernized T-90. SA Ukraine answered with anti-tank guided missiles, drone-guided strikes, and precision ambushes. A single soldier with a missile became more dangerous than a tank crew. Steel was no longer protection. It was a coffin. Tank warfare turned into survival chess, where staying hidden mattered more than moving fast. Russia has one of the largest air forces on Earth. Fighter jets, bombers, attack helicopters, yet full air dominance never came. Ukraine's air defenses, 300 systems, mobile launchers, and Western-supplied defenses turned the sky into a death zone. Pilots stopped flying deep. Aircraft launched missiles from a distance. This war proved something terrifying. You don't need to own the sky, you only need to deny it. This is the first true drone war. Cheap drones replaced billion-dollar systems. Ukraine mastered recon drones, FPV attack drones, and real-time targeting. Russia responded with electronic jamming, drone swarms, and Iranian-designed attack drones. The battlefield became transparent. If you move, you are seen. If you are seen, you are targeted. If you are targeted, you don't have long. Soldiers stopped fearing tanks. They started fearing the buzzing sound above. Every advance is measured in meters, not kilometers. Trenches returned. Barbed wire returned. Artillery ruled again. Russia pushes with mass artillery, human wave pressure, and relentless grinding attacks. Ukraine defends with elastic defense, counter-battery, fire, and precision strikes on logistics. This is not speed warfare. This is attrition warfare. Victory belongs to the side that can bleed longer without collapsing. Radios go dead. GPS disappears. Drones fall from the sky. Electronic warfare became as deadly as bullets. Russia jammed communications. Ukraine adapted with decentralized command. The lesson was brutal. High technology gives advantage. Adaptability gives survival. When networks collapse, only discipline remains. Ukraine fights with more than soldiers. It has intelligence sharing, training programs, economic lifelines, and advanced weapons. This support multiplied Ukraine's strength. Russia relies on its domestic industry, stockpiled weapons, and long-term endurance. This war became a test of systems, not just armies. So, who is winning? What is the harsh truth? If winning means a quick victory, then no one. If winning means territory control, Russia holds ground, but at a massive cost. If winning means military evolution, Ukraine is ahead. If winning means strategic endurance, Russia still stands. This is not a war of winners. It is a war of who collapses last. Russia entered as a giant. Ukraine stood as a wall. One believed power would decide. The other believed survival would. This war proved a dangerous truth. Modern wars are not won by the strongest. They are survived by the most adaptable, and as long as neither side breaks, this battlefield will remain open. Silent, watching, waiting. History will not ask who fired the most missiles. It will ask who endured the longest when the world stopped caring.